This evening I've managed to remove the cores of the transformer, the T1 transformer for the HP 1345A display unit. It's been more or less, well, so far impossible to find a transformer replacement or even a complete unit. So the plan was, as I successfully managed to remove the core with some pretty nasty sort of acetone sort of stuff at work, got the core separated. That means I could actually get to the top winding. The top winding is the secondary HV winding that was suspicious. You know, was the one that looked like it wasn't. The inductance didn't look right, and resistance looked a bit suspicious as well. Now, the spec on the internet suggested it was about 1100 turns. Well, that actually turned out to be total baloney. It's a lot more than that. So I've started at the beginning of the winding, and the beginning of the winding is just here, which ties to the ground point. And we've managed to wind all the way up. And I actually found a break in the wire between, where was it? There was a break at 1511 turns. 1511 turns, yeah, 1511 turns, which was sort of just towards the end of the winding here. This is the outcome of what we got when we started. That was the start of the transformer turns there, and I've unwound. And the first tap is at 100 turns exactly, and that comes to tap 2 here. And then we wound all the way up to 1225, which is that top tap there. And between 1225 and 1560 there was an open circuit break. When I was winding this off to the last couple of turns, the wire just sort of came apart, and I had to fish it back out of right in the corner of the core, and then to finalize I worked out it was 1560 turns. So what the plan is I used this lovely little counter that someone lent me at work, and just stuck the transformer on the end there and just wound it out, so there's no way I was going to lose count. This is a lovely little thing actually, and managed to work out how many turns we've got. And also, of course, I mean, the turns was suggested in one of the web pages I found on this transformer. Someone sent me a link on the transformer. It was only 1150 turns. Well, it's not. It's a lot more than that. It's actually 1560 according to the counter. So that's good. The plan now is I measured this at 0.12 millimeters diameter, the wire that was on here, and that includes the enamel. But we've got lots of wire at work, and because the core was nowhere near full, I'm going to go up in size to possibly even double that, and rewind the winding. The plan is tomorrow, and then hopefully we've got a bit more of a robust winding, and then I'll probably impregnate it with varnish or something like that to once I know it's working okay, to aid cooling and protect it against water ingress and things like that, because it's quite a stressed winding. It's got 2.5 kV on it for supplying the cathodes and things. So the point is now, I'm still really looking for an A4 board for HP 1345A, or even the whole module, but so far I've got nowhere, apart from someone in Israel who wants 200 quid plus 50 quid postage, when I can get an LCD display for 300 quid including postage. So that's not going to happen. And I've contacted the other chap on YouTube. He's replied back and said he put it out in the e-waste, which is fair enough, but he didn't think he was ever going to use it or anyone would want it, to be honest with you. And most of these displays are pretty low emission by now anyway. So that's the transformer winding. As I say, we're trying to replace. I'm going to have a go at that tomorrow night, probably do a video on that, and hopefully from then we can possibly get HV up and running again.